And now for more Gridiron Live from Wild Wing Cafe in City Market.
And welcome back to Gridiron Live, as always live from Wild Wing here in City Market. Got a special guest this Sunday morning, and this guy, he is the leader of perhaps the best football team we got going here in the Coastal Empire Low Country this season, the undefeated Benedictine Cadets. He is Danny Britt, head coach, and back on Friday night, Coach, you guys pick up a big win over undefeated Bryan County. BC, the Cadets moved to 6-0 on the season. You now have the inside track to that Region 2 AA title. Talk about the season so far and how proud of the Cadets you are.
Yeah, I am very proud of the boys and how they performed to this point. They have really taken everything we tried to do with them to heart and are doing a great job. The seniors have performed very well as leaders, even more so than just as playing on the field. And we've been taking care of business, and that's what we've got to continue to do is focus on each individual practice and allow each game, each week be a single purposed and just put emphasis on that, and I think we'll be fine.
You know, going back to spring practice, even to fall camp, when we talked to the guys and talked to you, it was never about the playoffs or region title or down the road. It was each week that you were approaching, and that's the way you got to take it. Each week is kind of an elimination week, and you guys are taking care of your business each time out.
It is. We were very purposeful in doing that. We made a decision early. The alumni base and a lot of the parents, are very supportive of Benedictine, which is great. But they were very early on talking about all the success we could have, and they were talking way down the road. So we as coaches made a decision we were going to be very purposeful in just taking each week and each session of the season as an individual challenge, and we started that back in May with spring practice and have followed through with that, and the boys have done very well. I was concerned a little bit last Friday night about it being homecoming and them maybe being a little arrogant and going into the game, and they did not. They went in, performed well, and again, I think all the credit goes to my 23 seniors that I have and the leadership they're providing.
And I mean, those guys are really starting to and really lighting a spark and showing great leadership. You talk about some of those guys, former Enmark Player of the Week, Ben Wright, setting the tone right off the bat last Friday night with the big interception there to kind of get you guys on the board just a minute and a half into the game.
Yeah, that was huge by Ben. Ben is, as a lot of my players, are extremely bright players, and Ben is a very smart young man, and that shows on the football field. And I can do a lot of things with him because he's so intelligent. And simply what I did on that is I had put him away from the strength as a strong safety and actually just put him to the field. So you could tell the quarterback wasn't anticipating him being there, and he jumped up, made an extremely athletic play, and he's got very good speed. So once he had a clear path to the end zone, we felt good about it. It was a huge spark for us, and we just kind of never looked back from there.
And you talked about the guys on the field, your assistant coaches, and there's so many reasons for the success. Also in the stands, I mean, the turnout you have and the support you have from all the Benedictine community is some of the best that we see.
Yeah, I don't know that there's any school in the area, maybe in the state, that compares to what we have there at Benedictine. The fans. I had a coaching friend, text me, and he said, "Well, I'll come to the game. What time do I need to get there?" I said, "Well, if you want to park in the front parking lot, you need to get there by 5:30." He texted back, "Well, no, really." I said, "No, I'm serious, by 5:30." And he came up to me before the game and said, "Man, you were right. This is unbelievable." But the fans are there. They're in full force. And I tell my boys every time every time they go out there at Savannah State, to take a second, look up, and celebrate that moment, because very few kids get to experience that, playing in front of 6,000 people in that type of environment. It's a lot of fun.
And real quickly, up next for you guys, Toombs County, another week, another opportunity to move one step closer to your goals, and talk about Toombs County and what's on the slate come this next game.
Yeah, it is. It is the next game. It's a big game. They beat us last year, and felt like it was a game we should not have lost. And honestly, I felt like I did some things as a head coach that prevented us from winning that game. So it's a game we really want, and it's the next hurdle in our path. So we're going to go out and hopefully perform well. We're going to work really hard this week. Toombs County is a good football program with some good football players, have one of the best running backs in the league, and a new coach who's done a good job. So we're going to have to prepare very hard again this week and go out and perform well.
Very good. Benedictine head football coach Danny Britt, of course, want to thank you for taking time out of your Sunday morning, as well, a great friend of everything we do here on WJCL. Danny Britt, Benedictine, up next, Toombs County for them, looking to move to 7-0 on the season. Now, coming up after the break here on Gridiron Live, we're going to shift gears, talk about the Enmark Player of the Week. We have 5 new candidates. We'll also look back at last week's winner. That's when Gridiron Live from Wild Wing Cafe returns. Stick around.
Gridiron Live from Wild Wing Cafe in City Market will be right back.